Koro mgajiwa ng'anyo mar jotije e paw ndeke ma JKIA bende koro bedo kod ng'ikruok chenro mag wuoth. Gino ma koro kelo dhugruok mag jowuoth mayuak ewi deko e wuodhegi mopogore opogore. Ng'anyo ni mano chakore otieno manyoro itimo kaluore kod orak mar tayo paw ndeke ma JKIA ma omi kambi mar Adani Holdings wuodhe moko mag ndeke mag Kenya Airways kod Jambo Jet. Pachoka bende wachore ni osedeko kendo koro ntiere kod ng'ikruok. Wawinje mathoth kuom reporter mara Willy Lusige mantiere paw ndeke ma JKIA Koro Mgajuang. Willy Lusige, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on Ramogi TV. We understand from last night there has been a standstill at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, something that has really paralyzed the transport matters. Kindly bring us to speed about exactly what is happening right now, Willy.
Currently, there is a stand-on here still at the JKIA. There are no flights taking off, or there are no any other flights arriving. And this happened since last night. We are being told from 9 p.m. when the Kenya Airport Authority workers down their tool in regard to what they had termed as a notice, which was issued 14 days ago, where they had declined to offer their services after the notice, raising questions about the Adani lease deal, where we are aware that the government was to put in place measures and sign an agreement where the Adani group of companies from India is supposed to run the country's main airport for the next 30 years. So the Kenya Airport's workers have been opposing that, saying it raises a lot of questions about the fairness of the whole deal. And apart from that, also they have not been given a clear guideline about the future of their jobs at stake when a new investor comes on board. That has been the big issue. So today in the morning, actually from last night, they downed their tools, but the strike picked up officially in the middle of the night. As early as 6 a.m. in the morning, there were no flights taking off from here, or even those ones arriving. So now thousands of travelers are still stranded here, both local travelers cutting across a number of towns where we have local flights, and all the other international flights, all of them have been grounded. So all the passengers are stranded here in confusion. They don't know what to do, where to go. They're still waiting to see what will happen next. Early in the morning, we also saw Kotu Secretary General, that is Francis Atoli, together with the Kenya Airports Workers Union, coming together and converging here at JKIA, telling the workers to continue with their protest until they finish their indoor closed-door meeting with the government, which we are being told is still underway. So we are waiting to see what will happen next, what kind of guidelines will be able to be given from the Kenya Airports workers after that meeting. But so far nothing is happening. Thousands of travelers are stranded. All the planes that had landed are still grounded, and we are still waiting to see what will happen next. Will the strike end, or will it continue? And if it continues, then what will happen to those passengers who had booked their flights? Many of them are just getting messages to keep on waiting from their respective airline companies. So they're still stranded, not knowing if to leave the airport. It will be following up in detail for us to see by the end of the day then what will transpire. If the protest will continue for how many days, if it will be halted, then what will be the agreement between the Kenya Airports workers and the government for that to happen.
Willy, just before I let you go, have you talked to the authorities, especially the authorities of the Kenya Airports Authority? What are they saying regarding this standoff, given, just for the benefit of our viewers, given the situation in the country that is now affecting every other activity in regards to transport?
The Kenya Airports Authority, which is in charge of the workers, has remained silent. We are aware it has continued to remain silent since even when the workers threatened to begin their strike. But they have issued a statement via their social media sites where they are saying, yes, indeed, there's a problem with the airport. Workers have done their tools. In their statement, the Kenya Airports Authority said they were trying as much as possible to bring back to normalcy flights. We have seen a few flights happening. They have not taken off, but we have seen a number of passengers being allowed in and screened. Remember, all the Kenya Airports workers who do the screening have done their tools. So this is being done by just a few Kenya Airports Authority workers and also a high number of police who are helping to see if things can go back to normalcy. But we have seen a few passengers being screened, but we have not seen any flights taking off. So the Kenya Airports Authority has remained silent, and we are also being told that it was part of those who were in that meeting between KOTU, Kenya Airports workers, and the Kenya Airports Authority, but we have not heard anything from them so far. And also we are still awaiting. There were rumors that maybe the minister in charge of transport was to visit the area and see the situation and also talk to the workers, but we have not yet seen him here. So I think, to be precise and fair, that the Kenya Airports Authority has not given any other statement apart from confirming that yes, indeed, the strike was on.
Thank you very much, Lusige, for that update. We appreciate that effort.